Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel. Enjoy it.
This is Scott Roby from Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Nancy Saulnier of Lake Alfred, Florida, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hey, I'm Bill Merrill from Windham, New Hampshire, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
My name is Lacey, your Miss Auburn's Outstanding Teen, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Hi everyone, I'm Jen, aka Jen.Cohen. You're watching the Astute Tourist channel here on YouTube.
It every morning. Good morning to everybody. I'm Jimmy, your Astute Tourist. You defenders of freedom, you keepers of the faith, it is Friday. Good to see you all. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, my name is Jimmy. Right out of the gate, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate all your support. We appreciate you for joining us every morning here at 6 a.m. other than our hump day extravaganza, which is Wednesday nights at 6. But thank you guys for coming in. Let's jump right over to the chat and say good morning to Mr. Tranquillo. How are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Denise is here. Bone Tired Travelers, good morning. JNN Travels, John is here. Good morning, John. We wouldn't have been able to walk anyway because it is raining here. Go figure again. Couple days of sun and several days of rain. But it's a good day regardless, right? We're awake. We're above the surface of the planet, and all is good. Good to be alive. Cheryl is here from Cruising is Fun Anytime. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you. I hope your daughter is feeling better. Sharon is here. Good morning, Sharon. Good to see you as well. Scotty Too Hottie, MTP. Scott, I hope you're feeling better. He is here as well. My mother is here. Good morning, Mom. Good to see you. Mr. T is here. He's saying hi to everybody. And Ron Sebastian, my good friend DFD Sebastian, good morning from Scotty Bayan and Delude and, of course, Shadow. Good morning, my friends. It's good to see you. First timers in the morning chat. But we do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 a.m. Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. we do our Hump Day Cocktail Hour. Thank you guys for coming in. Mr. Sebastian here is a really, really good old friend of mine, and the same with the other two names you see in there. We go way back, and co-workers of mine and brothers and friends, and thank you for coming in. It's good to see you guys. Law Jones is here. Good morning, Law. It's good to see you. Everybody is saying hello to everyone. Cheryl is saying, yes, her fever went down finally. Thank goodness for that. It's always awful when the kids are sick and when you're sick, you're not feeling well. We don't need that stress and aggravation in our life. But I'm glad the fever has broken and all is good. So good morning. Like I said, it is Friday. Let's get right down to business. It is Cup of Joe Friday live with me, and let's do this. Cheers to everybody. Best sip of the day. Good morning to you. We've had a good week. I hope you have as well. We had a delightful stream yesterday. I don't know if most of you guys, I think, had joined us in the stream yesterday. We had Sean from Down Under Cruisers in, and that was a lot of fun. We did a lot of cruising talk, and we can continue the talk. Absolutely. If anybody, let's go over to the collab cam, and we'll post the link for that. So if anybody wants to come up on the collab cam, let me know, and we'll get you guys right up. We're going to put that into the chat. Post that right now, and I would love to have any one or two or three of you come up and join us here on the panel. I know it is early. Some of us haven't done our. I gotta shut that off. The rim shot, love it. Some of us haven't done up our hair yet. I just got out of the shower a few minutes ago, so I'm good to go. Although I do need to trim this this mustache. It is definitely out of control. But I hope everybody's had a good week. We had a good day yesterday. Yesterday was my day in the field. It was a light day as far as that goes. Most of the stuff I had to do was pretty quick and dirty. We took care of some business. We have a new recruit with us that's spending the first 2 weeks of his hopefully long career with the orientation. He'll come in every day from 8 to 4, and he's a great guy, and he's what we call a black cloud in our business. This young man is he's bringing all the calls in. He's had a busy first week. They've probably been averaging 8 to 10 calls a day, I think, since he started. That's a little unusual, but I wish him all the best, and especially Shadow and you guys. If you see our new guy, give him a handshake and welcome aboard to him. So we've been spending most of our days training with him. We have a house that was donated to the department, and we use it for training, which is nice. It's nice to get these homes that they're most likely going to tear down anyway, and they donate them to us so that we can go in and practice the techniques. Bon would like to know why it's called a cup of Joe. Where did the term originate? So it originated, and I'm gonna maybe not have all the facts, but here's where it originated. It was back, I think, after maybe World War I or between World War I and World War II. There was a Navy admiral. Back then, they were still rationing alcohol, and he wanted to abstain from the use of alcohol in the Navy. So he promoted coffee and part of his policy. Well, his first name was Joe, and of course the guys dubbed it having a cup of Joe versus having a cup of rum or something like that. So that's sort of how the story goes. So, and that's why you'll see we have a GI on here with his hot cup of Joe, and it's an eye opener for us. So of course, coffee is a huge staple in my life. Cheers, by the way. And so that's why we call it cup of Joe. I've heard that term since I was a young boy, and we figured why not. You have your good morning shows and your sunrise shows, and our good friend Eddie Lugo, he does his morning quickie. So we're doing Cup of Joe live. So that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's see. I saw Pop's Magnet Fishing is in here. Good morning. He poured his first cup. Good morning to you, Pops. Thank you for coming in. I also saw Paul S. Vines is in here. Good morning, Paul. It's good to see you. Thank you for all you do for us, my brother. Shadow says he'll keep an eye out for the new recruit. And I noticed you guys have put on, three new recruits. So I hope to meet them soon, and welcome aboard to them. Bill Warmstrong is here. Good morning, Bill. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. It is early, but I'm glad you're here. Shadow says, awesome, thank you. We looked it up, and your answer was much better than what we could find. Cheers. Thanks, brother, and good morning to you guys. I'm assuming you guys are on shift this morning. Hopefully you're getting off shift today, and you'll have a few days off to spend with the family and whatnot. So there you go. So yeah, welcome in, Bill, as well. It's good to see you. I enjoyed your live with Scott the other night, Bill. It was awesome. If you get a chance, go over to Warmstrong and look up his live from, I think it was it Wednesday night? Yeah, I believe it was Wednesday night. Fantastic. I had to bow out after a while because, of course, I go to bed early, but a really good informative show, and all about cruising, and a lot of good advice and information. So head over to Bill's channel if you haven't been over to Warmstrong Adventures. You need to go over there and become part of the group over there. Bill's a great guy. He does a lot of traveling, and he is a wealth of information. One thing I learned, he's not a vegetable guy. He's a meat and potato guy, which I'm right there with you, my friend. Salads for rabbits, isn't it? I only eat it when I have to. Let's see. Trying to bring up the stream on my iPad because without it, I'm out of sorts. But yeah. So let's see. This is what I was gonna do. I'm gonna go over to Bill. We're gonna throw a blue wrench at Bill. So there you go, Bill. You're able to connect with others, as well as others can connect with you. That way. Because we do promote our community here. Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Glitter bombs to you, my friend. Shirley with Glitter World is here. We're not sub for sub at all. I don't promote that. But you should go over, and at least we're all one big family here, and I think we're all vetted. And everybody knows everybody. And if you haven't connected with somebody's channel, go over, do it right, though. Watch a video, at least 3 minutes. Or more. Watch the whole video. Like the video. Leave a legitimate comment. When I say legitimate, don't say, hey, saw you Jimmy's, and period, and that's it. Talk about the video you just watched. If you like the video, if you like what they're doing, then go ahead and subscribe to their channel. And then you can go to some of their other videos and click the button for watch them later. And that all helps each other. Helps our algorithms with YouTube, and our videos should get a little bit more notice. So, as you can hear, the puppies are playing in the background. Colleen's been away all week on business, so it's been the two girls and myself. Once in a while, we get to see Nick, but he's a busy man, so it's pretty much me and the puppies. They hang out with me while I do the live streams now. Normally they would be still in bed with Colleen, but they're hanging with me, so you'll hear them grunting and snorting in the background from time to time. Let's look over the chat. Let's see. Good morning. Everybody's saying good morning. Busy morning. Paul says firefighting and first responders, where you really don't want business to pick up. That's exactly right. We really don't. Usually when we're busy, somebody is having a bad day and not good. We never use the Q word, and I'm not talking quote. I think you know what I'm saying, but we never use that word. People will say, hey, how's it been today? And we say it's okay. We never say it's been a Q day. because we are a little superstitious as well. So Paul says, come on, Jimmy. A salad goes great with a 24-ounce ribeye. Okay, you got me there. But I'd much rather have the baked potato with sour cream and butter. Denise says she's getting her new iPad Pro in today. Right on. That's exciting. Fantastic. I like technology. I'm not very good at it, as you guys know, but I like the technical devices. Denise says, or the C word, right? That's right, Scott. The Q word is a jinx for sure. I do like getting, new things. I ordered some new studio lighting. I know that's very exciting, but I ordered some new studio lighting that should be in today. I have one of those ring lights, the rings that you put you can put your phone in the middle of it and then sit there with it in your face. And when Colleen was last week, when Colleen was in on Hump Day with us, that was right in her face, and she did not like it one bit. I mean, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see that light right here reflecting on my glasses. It is bright. It would be better if we had something over to the sides or from above. So I did order some new lighting, and that should be in today. But I'm excited for you, Denise. The iPad, the Pro too. I don't know what I have. Mine's an older one. Mine replaced, because I did a very bad thing. Several years ago, I went to Chicago for a convention for the NFPA, which is the National Fire Protection Association. And the little pouches in the front, in the back of the seat on an airplane, it's in front of you. I stuck my iPad in that and then got off the plane. You think I got my iPad back? Yeah, no. So I had to buy a new one, and the iPad that I have right now is the same one. So mine's probably, it's got to be 8 or 10 years old anyway. But it's still working pretty good. I think it needs a new battery. And they want to charge $100 to just replace the battery. It's crazy. And because I'm a thrifty gentleman, I've been putting that off. But congratulations to you, Denise, on getting your new iPad. I think that's great. Let's see. Baked tater, some green beans, right, Paul? Making me hungry. Mr. T says, your lighting is soft and is so nice. I like it. Thanks. Thank you, Mr. Tranquillo. I do have, I have lighting. Let's see. I have a light overhead that way. I have this light on this side. And then I have a table lamp, and then I have the colored lighting behind me. At some point, when I get some time, I'm going to change the studio up. You're going to see a whole new studio. I got some ideas and some plans upstairs here, and we're going to change things up and make it look a little bit different. One thing that will not change is that red, white, and blue you see in the background, so that will be a staple. It's been a staple, and it will remain that way in the studio. Victoria's here. Hope Bus, good morning, my friend. I liked your video yesterday, the one I watched about... and I forget, is it Natural Heal? Anyways, she's an herbalist, and she was talking about the benefits of some of the natural plants that you can grow right in your own garden. She is a wealth of knowledge. If you go over to Hope Bus's channel, check her out and watch her videos. I mean, this girl is fantastic. Like I said, she's a good teacher. I've learned a lot from her. And she is a wealth of fantastic and useful knowledge. And go watch the videos of their Hope Bus that they have. Her and her husband Terry have been putting together, and I can't wait for them to see videos of them out on the road with that thing. It's going to be great. So, self-heal. There you go. Thank you, my friend. Good morning, Z. It's good to see you as well. I saw you and Bill yesterday. Guys were streaming. And if you haven't gone over to the Z Show, go over and see him and connect with him as well. It's good to see all my friends here. Good morning to all of you. Happy Friday. What do you think? Should we do a little history? Let's do a little history. This Week in History. This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. They're located in Derry, New Hampshire. Go over to revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. You can check out their website. You can purchase items online. They have flowers. Those are not real flowers, but without touching them, I challenge you to tell me that they don't look real. They're the most authentic artificial flowers I've ever seen. They're fantastic. And especially for home decorating and furniture, they have custom-made dining room sets and coffee tables, and I don't know all the keywords for that stuff, but they're sponsoring. They don't know it yet, but they're sponsoring this day in history. So today is July 14th. 2013, our year of the Lord, and good morning to everybody. This week, or this day in history, British mountaineer Edward Whymper became the first person to climb the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn. That's that. Is that in Switzerland or somewhere like that? I think that's where it is. It's over there somewhere in the Alps or something. In 1881, American gunfighter Billy the Kid was shot and killed by Sheriff Pat Garrett. Two names that you probably have heard before, right? In 1921, in a still controversial decision, Nicola Sacco and Bartolomeo Vanzetti, immigrant Italian anarchists, were found guilty of the murder of two men in Massachusetts. In 1960, British British ethologist Jane Goodall first arrived at what became Gome Stream National Park in Tanzania. There she conducted her groundbreaking research on chimpanzees, and she did for a very, very long time. I'm sure most of you probably know about Jane Goodall and her work. If you're not and you're interested in that, you should check her out. Smart lady, and she did a lot of great stuff with learning about our primate ancestors. So, in 1968, American baseball great Hank Aaron hit his 500th career home run. Another great baseball player for all you baseball fans out there. In 1969, Easy Rider was released in the U.S. theaters, becoming a classic of the counterculture and propelling Jack Nicholson to stardom. Who else was in that? Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda, right? I get that right? Peter Fonda, Dennis Hopper, Jack Nicholson, Easy Rider. In 2013, on this date, July 14th, the world's last telegram was sent as India's state-run communications company ended its telegraph service. Can you imagine? They were still using telegraph up to 2013 over there. A little behind, maybe, or maybe it's just tried and true technology. They just continue to use it. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky says I'm getting so good with my extra live editing stuff. Thank you. Dawn is here. A quick hi. Just switched on the setup. My live on my other channel. Catch you Monday. Thank you. She loves the mug. It's good to see you, Dawn. If you haven't been over to New Beginnings, check out her channel too. She lives in Cyprus, and it's a fascinating place. I have a black fly in here bugging me. In 2016, in France's third major terrorist attack in 18 months, a man drove a truck through a crowd of revelers celebrating Bastille Day in Nice, killing more tthan 80 people and injuring hundreds. In 2017, it's that kind of morning. In 2017, Iranian mathematician Maryam Mirzakhani, the first woman and first Iranian to be awarded a Fields Medal, cited for her outstanding contribution to the dynamics of geometry of Riemann surfaces in their modelized spaces. She died at the age of 40. My goodness. Some notable birthdays on this date. Gustav Klimt, Austrian painter, was born in 1862. Woody Guthrie, American singer and songwriter. Woody Guthrie, the father of Arlo Guthrie. I believe he wrote This Land Is Your Land as well as others. He was born in 1912. Past President Gerald Ford was born in 1913. Ingmar Bergman, Swedish film director. Ingrid's father, I believe. 1918 was born. Jane Lynch, American actress and comedian, was born in 1960. And again, they talk about Woody Guthrie. He was born on July 14th, 1912 in Oklahoma. And he died in 1967 at the age of 55 years old. In 1879, the Bastille stormed by Paris mob. A mob advanced the Bastille in Paris, demanding the arms and munitions stored there. But when the guards resisted, the crowd captured the prison, an act that symbolized the end of the ancient regime. Hope I got that right. So there you go. There's a little history for you today. And this has been This Week in History. There you have it. And like I said, This Week in History is brought to you by Revive Furniture and Home Decor. Check them out at revivefurnitureandhomedecor.com. They do have a Shopify store you can buy right from there. You can join their, I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm not even going to try to say it, but they do have a buyer's club on there. So check them out today and tell them Jimmy from the Astute Tourist sent you. All right, there we go. Let's jump back over to the chat. Paul says, if you go to Derry, be sure to stay away from clowns named Pennywise. That's right. Being a Stephen King fan myself and growing up and it's actually Derry. It's Derry, but that's okay. It's actually named after a town in Ireland. The town was settled by Irish immigrants, and they named it Derry. But Stephen King uses the town of Derry in several of his books. And it's usually Derry, Maine, which there's no such place. But there was kind of a little shout out to our hometown. So I have not run into Pennywise yet, or any giant spiders, or at least spiders of that size. But I have talked about the history in the town of Derry. Of course, I did a Revolutionary Minute on General John Stark, who was a major general during the Revolutionary War. He was born and lived a short time in Derry, and then moved to nearby Manchester, New Hampshire, where he lived until the day that he passed away with his lovely bride. I believe she passed before him, Molly Stark. Two notable names from this area, as well as Matthew Thornton, who was the signer of the Declaration of Independence. He lived right in Derry. I drive by his house every day on my ride home from work. And if you're interested in American history and the cradle of our nation, the birthplace, you have to come to New England. Speaking of that, I've been still working and editing on the third installment of A Revolutionary Minute. I was supposed to work on it last night. I developed a migraine headache at work. And for those of you that suffer from migraines, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a tension headache. It's not a typical headache like you would think. Mine presents with these auras in my eyes first, and it's hard to see. I was sitting at my desk yesterday when it happened, and it takes about 20 minutes for my vision to clear up again. And then comes the nausea and the headache. Normally I have to get to in a space where it's dark and cool and quiet. But I took some Tylenol, tried to head off the pain, and it did. So I was able to make it through the day. But when I got home, I was it's almost brain exhaustion. And again, for those of you that suffer from migraines, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I wasn't able to do any editing yesterday, but that's my plan for tonight. Before I go and pick up lovely Colleen, she'll be flying in. Her and Carolyn will be flying into Logan Airport in Boston. I think their flight arrives around 5:40 tonight, so I'll be busy picking her up, and I'll be happy to see her. But until then, hopefully I'll have a couple hours to work and do some editing. So I can't wait for you to see the third one. We did travel on the 4th of July. We went to Lexington and Concord in Massachusetts, which is really the first shots of the war started there, if you know your history. So that's what I'll be doing tonight and through the weekend. It's supposed to rain here throughout the weekend, and so I don't know how much I'm going to get done outside. Have to do the lawn, of course, and all that. I mean, it's been crazy with all the rain we've had, man. The grass is green, I'll tell you that, but it grows quick, and it grows pretty high, so you got to stay ahead of it. Let's see. People are still asking about how about you? Everybody's doing okay. Bye, Denise. Thank you. Got to run. She said, catch you on the flip side. Thank you, my friend. Enjoy your iPad. My mother says Alan Shepard. So, yeah, Alan Shepard was born and grew up in the town of Derry. If you don't know who Alan Shepard is, he was the first American to go to space. He orbited the Earth. And he actually grew up in the neighborhood. He was born and grew up in the neighborhood that I lived in. He went to the same high school that I went to, and then of course he moved on to bigger and better things. He became I think he was in the Air Force. He was a pilot, and then the rest is history. Him becoming a major player in the aerospace program. Like I said, he was the first American in space. And then I think Apollo 14, he went to the moon, and he actually was out there on the moon. So my hat's off to him. He was a guy that we looked up to as when I was a young lad. So Vicky is telling me, okay, take a half a tablespoon of cayenne pepper with half a shot of warm water, immediate release. I'm assuming that's from my migraine. I am going to try that. I'm all about it. I'm all about the natural stuff. We put enough chemicals in our body every day. And even in the food you eat. Try to buy organic, and if you can help it, buy local. Do you have a local farm stand? Go there. Buy local from your local farmers. Buy meat from your local farmers. I have one right here in my neighborhood. And we do buy from them, and it's better food. It's better for you. The meat that we buy is antibiotic free, because think about it. Everything they put in the meat that you eat, you're putting in your body as well. So I'm good with that. DFD Sebastian, my good friend Shadow. Thank you, my brother. It's been a treat having you guys into my chat. Like I said, we do this every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 6 a.m. So I'd love to see you guys come back again. Send me a text later. Let me know what you think, because I know this is at least it's the first time that I've seen you in. We do get lurkers into the streams, which is fantastic. And we encourage lurkers, as long as you hit that like button. Vicky says it's hot, but if you have a small piece of bread, let's see, something happened. If you have a small piece of bread with something on, the hut goes away fast. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Now my migraine's gone, but do you think I should take it now? Do it after the show? It's 37 minutes past the hour, 6 o'clock EST. Sharon says, Paul, I've had a bad migraine I had since Wednesday. I can't get rid of it. I still feel a little bit of it. No word on any chickens yet. We're going to wait until the fall, I think, just because we have a lot going on this summer. We're going to be traveling, so our trip is coming up in a week. It came quick. We're going to be heading to Watkins Glen, New York, and I'll do my best to do some live streaming on the way and when we're out there. But that's going to be next week. I can't believe it, and I'm not ready yet. We're going to flat tow the Jeep. That'll be our first time flat towing. The Jeep was in the shop. I picked it up yesterday, and I hope everything is okay. Seemed to be okay when I pick it up. Vicky says it's good every day, to be honest, but if you have a migraine, I would do it twice that day. Okay. Snuck in a few times. Awesome, Ronnie. Thank you. Appreciate you, brother. Love you guys. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, cayenne. Ooh, make sure I try that, because I used to take medication for the migraines. Forget the name of the meds, but as soon as the IRs would come, the doctor told me take the pill, and that would kind of help with the pain, the nausea, man. That can be bad, and you just feel like my head feels fatigued on the inside. It's crazy. I think that these headaches are caused due to the environment. I don't know if it's the barometric pressure or mold and allergy. I did wake up. I've been stuffy. I've had that scratchy throat, not sore, not like a cold, but that scratchy, like post-nasal kind of thing going on. So there you go. Yeah, I am. We're going away. We're taking the Tourist Express. We're heading to Watkins Glen, New York. We're going to, that's the Finger Lakes of New York, are in that area, and it is wine country. So we're gonna hit up some vineyards and do some wine tasting, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And it's just gonna be Colleen and me, so it'll be nice for just the two of us to get away. Nick has agreed he's gonna watch the girls while we're away, and he's going to see Luke Bryant next Friday. I think it's Luke Bryant. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. He's going to see Luke Combs next Friday. So he's all excited about that. But he has decided he's going to watch the puppies for us, which will be good. Scott says, as soon as my lawsuit is over, I will release the video of the guardhouse getting hit. Yeah. And I totally get that. But my God, that must be horrific to watch. I mean, contamination, right, Hope? Yep. Thank you, Mr. T. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Good afternoon as well. Hope you have a good rest of the day and good evening. And thank you. I hope I see you before I go on the trip. But we're going to be on the road, and we'll be doing our live stream the best that I can. Good morning, Billy. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Let's see if I can take care of a little business here. If you want to help support the channel, you can go to our Teespring store and buy t-shirts. I always do it backwards, but here's the new logo. This one is actually for sale on our Etsy store. See if I can turn around and do this. You can see the back of it. Oh, for goodness sake. So there's the back. Got the big logo with the YouTube symbol on it. This one's for sale at the Etsy store, but you can get some other products on the Teespring as well as our Etsy store, and we appreciate your support there. You can go directly to our PayPal me, paypal.me, Astute Tourist, the Astute Tourist, and you can support us that way directly. And you can give us a super chat, a super sticker. You can become a member of the channel, just like Mr. Tranquillo is, and Jen Cohen, and a few others. That helps support us, and we do appreciate your support there. Let's see, what else do I have here? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this, Helping Hands for Cruising. Cruiseathon is coming up. It's going to be August 25th and 26th. I did get in contact with Crystal and Miss Meg, and I got a message from Miss Meg last night, so I'm going to be probably scheduling Saturday, the 26th. We'll do our live stream, and I think we're going to maybe get members up on the panel if we can. So, Mr. Tranquillo, if you're still out there and you want to be part of the panel on the live stream that day, I would love that. And who knows? We'll come up with some crazy antics and hijinks, something fun to do. If you donate so much money, maybe I don't know. We'll come up with something. We haven't got a joke of the day today. Mom, that's up to you. Mom, you got to get us a joke of the day. Paul, thank you for putting the link up for that. And all your support helps. So let's talk about Helping Hands for Cruising. If you're not aware of their organization, what they do is they provide means for folks that either they're disabled or handicapped, or they may not financially have the means to be able to go on a cruise of a lifetime. And what they do is they provide the means to do that. Through your generous contribution, we've already sent, I think, 3 couples, and then a 4th is coming up, I believe. But our goal this year is to raise $10,000 US. That will send three more couples on a cruise, and obviously the more money that we raise, the more folks that we can help provide this worthwhile trip for somebody. And you may go, oh well, okay, it's just a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. Well, I was one of these people that said, you know what, I don't need to go on a cruise. What's the big deal? I'll get on a plane and I'll go somewhere that way. I'd rather just fly there and spend the time there. I took a cruise. Colleen had convinced me to take one, and I became hooked. We were talking about cruising yesterday. It's like going to an all-inclusive resort that moves. And you go to these great ports. You can go to the Caribbean. I mean, there's cruising all over the world, so... especially for most of us here in the U.S., especially a lot of us on the East Coast. We either go to the Eastern or Western Caribbean. We go to Mexico and ports within the Gulf. Let me tell you something right now. If you've never cruised, you need to go on a cruise. It's a fantastic day. A fantastic time, actually. I'm reading trying to catch up with the chat as I'm talking. Billy says, sitting here at my first customer waiting on daylight. Got a very busy day today. All right, Billy, well, you be careful. Hydrate. It's been warm. Stillinya's here. Good morning, sir. Thank you for coming in. So if you've never been on a cruise, I'm telling you, you need to take one. And now I'm hooked, right, Sharon? Exactly. I am definitely hooked. It's a really cool experience. There's all kinds of entertainment, about anything you can think of. There's, if you like rock and roll music, there's live bands. There's piano bars. There's Broadway-style shows. Some of the ships have ice skating on them. There's karaoke. There's, you name it. There's several different types of nightclubs and bars. There's gambling. There's casinos and stores. It's like a whole town or a whole city that floats. And then, you know, a lot of places you'll be cruising and you wake up in the morning and you're in this port of call, where for me, I've seen ancient ruins and things like that. You can discover other cultures. It's incredible. And if you don't think that an organization like Helping Hands is worthwhile, talk to Kenny, Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oakes. He is our good friend, of course. And if you don't think it's worth it, you ask Kenny if it's worth it. Kenny had never seen the ocean. He'd never done anything like that before. And let me tell you something right now. Kenny is hooked. He's sponsoring his own group cruise in November of this year. So I think we've created another cruise monster, and many others. So James Catney's and his wife have gone, and Scott and Amber from Kickin' It Country, they've gone, and talked to all of them. They know what cruising is about now, and they'll tell you that it's definitely worth it. So check that out. So okay, Mom's got the joke of the day. What did the mosquito say after its first fight? Mama, did you see everyone was clapping for me? There's only the end of one clap there. That would hurt. Good one, Mom. I liked it. Stelinia says, everyone please enjoy your day. Don't let nothing or no one steal your joy, ladies and men. And that is right. It is 49 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock EST. So go over to Helping Hands for Cruising. If you go over to the site right now, you can be directed to the PayPal link, and you can donate today. And believe me, no amount is too small. Whether it's 50 cents or $50, whatever you can do and afford is much appreciated. And I know that just the look on those faces that we see when they're on their cruise is well worth it. So, but don't forget the cruiseathon will be August 25th and 26th, and if you want to be part of that, send a message to either Miss Meg or to Crystal from Destination Delight, and there's still some slots open in the schedule, so check that out. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And I think we're going to get out of here a little early this morning, just because I got a couple things I need to do. I actually stripped and made the bed this morning to make it nice and clean. One thing with the dogs in the bed is their little feet get little sand in the bed. I don't know how it happens because they don't get in the bed. They're on the bed, but I don't know. So I stripped the bed anyway because that way Colleen won't be sleeping on the beach tonight when she gets home. Scott says, I will one day, but the size of the ship intimidates me since I am afraid of heights stemming from the age of 15 falling 3 stories. Oh my God, Scott. I'll tell you though, once you're on board, you don't, as long as you stay away from the rail, which the ships are big, you'll never see the side or see how high you are. You know, you could get a balcony room in that. I do. I'm spoiled. I get a room with a balcony. Does anybody else, the cruisers, do you avoid an interior room? I do, because I need to see outside. I need at least a window. But I'm spoiled now. The first room I got had a balcony, and of course I wake up at 5 every day. So at 5:30 I would have room service delivered, and I'd have not breakfast but a little snack and a pot of coffee delivered to the room. And Colleen and I would sit out on our balcony, watch the sun come up, hear the ocean slapping against the side of the ship, and having a cup of coffee out there. Fantastic. There's nothing better. Honestly, the smell of the sea breeze, and it's awesome. Telling you, Scott, you should do it. You really should. Once you do it, you'll know that you were like, what was I afraid of? Billy says, I'm also afraid, terrified of heights. Cruising doesn't bother me. See? That's what I'm telling you. Colleen just is awake. She just said good morning. I got a message from her. Let's see if we can FaceTime her real quick. You want to try that? Let's FaceTime Colleen. Let's FaceTime Colleen, see what she's doing. See if she's decent. But yeah, I'm telling you, you should, I welcome an interior. Yeah, a lot of people like the interior stuff. Good morning, Colleen. How are you?
Good, you're live streaming?
I am.
But it's Friday.
Well, we're not walking because it's raining out.
It's raining.
Say hello
Is
to
it
say hello to everybody in the stream.
Hello, everybody in the stream. They can't see me, right?
I don't know if no, I just turned you around, but they can't see you.
I was gonna say that's a scary shot.
You look fine, Colleen. Let Carolyn know that she sponsored This Week in History today.
Oh, you sponsored This Week in History today.
Revive Furniture sponsored us.
That's great news.
So I'll call you in a little while, but I wanted to say good morning. Hope you guys have a good day. Now, are you going to more stuff before you go to the airport today?
We're going to try, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
And how has the conference been?
It's been good. We haven't done as much as we had hoped because it's so crowded and there's so much to do and see, and our feet hurt and we're old ladies. So.
All right. Well.
We're going to try to squeeze in some things today before we go to the airport that we missed so far. So. All
right. Well, I'll call you in a little bit when I'm done here. So.
Okay.
All right, honey. Thank you.
Yeah,
bye. So there you have it. The wonders of technology. Sharon, if you look back in the chat, find Hope Bus, and she has a remedy for getting rid of your migraine headache. Good morning, Angie. We're just getting ready. We're just getting ready to get out of here, but good morning to you. Or should I say good afternoon? It is lunchtime in Germany, or just after lunchtime. But good morning to you, Angie. It's good to see you. I hope all is well. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button. And a guillotine. Still in you says a guillotine. Yeah, that'll certainly get rid of the migraine. It'll get rid of a lot of stuff. Can you dogs please back up? Thank you. Poor Molly is trying to seek refuge under my legs because the little one is driving her nuts. Yeah, we start at, so it would be 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what is that, like 11 o'clock or noontime, your time, I think. So that's when we start. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And that is absolutely right. Better late than never. If you don't know my friend Angie, you need to go over to Bariatrica's Around. She is one of the most happy, bubbly, cutest, smiling face person I've ever seen. She does a lot of videos of her travels and her life over in Germany. And she's awesome. You guys got to check her out. So we're going to get ready to get out of here. Don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. When I tell you that I'm living proof that PMA works, just believe me. Angie says it's 12:56 in Germany right now, so it's almost 1 p.m. In the afternoon. So if you come on around noontime, you'll see the start of our streams 4 days a week. And then Wednesday nights, you're probably, let's see, 6 p.m. Yeah, it would be late for you on a Wednesday night here. So, but PMA is definitely the way to go. Employ and bring positive thoughts, positive energy into your life every day. It pushes the negative energy out, and it'll definitely change your life. It'll change your life for the better. And when I say it saved my life, it literally did. There's videos that you can watch on positive energy and how to manifest positive thoughts and positive thinking through meditation and frequency. So do yourself a favor and check that out. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day. All you need to do is smile at somebody, say a kind word, shake somebody's hand, give them a hug. We all have a story. Some days our stories aren't fairy tales for sure. Some of those stories are not so good for folks, but you could definitely at least change a little bit of their day by saying something nice or even just smiling at somebody. These dogs are driving me crazy. Thank the men and women of our first responders, our healthcare workers, our doctors and nurses, firefighters, police folks, our security people. They're out there every day selflessly. They never ask for anything, and they're keeping us safe and healthy every day. And they're trying to make a somewhat grim day for somebody somewhat bearable. So if you see them, thank them. Our men and women of the armed forces, our veterans, they're on the proverbial wall every day keeping us safe. So definitely thank them and thank them for their service. And think about the veterans of our past, the ones that have come before us. They've given the ultimate sacrifice to protect that thing right there, our American flag and the flag of your country of origin. They are, those are the real heroes in our world. Okay, Sharon, I hope you get rid of it. Try that cayenne pepper. It's worth a shot. I'm going to try it as well. But don't take that flag for granted. It's worth more than the cloth it's printed on. Old Glory, I love it. I respect it. I fly it. I have several of them flying on my house, inside and out. I'm very proud of my country, proud of my flag, and I'm happy to have the freedoms and the liberties that we have. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. I hope you have a good weekend. We'll see you again Monday at 6 a.m. And don't forget Helping Hands for Cruising. Head on over there and donate whatever you can. It's important. Thank you, guys. I love you. Peace and love from deep down in my heart. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist, and I'll see you Monday morning. Bye-bye.